Good day. First and foremost, thank you so much for your time and efforts in answering our trade-off analysis for the process improvement in order management process of MDC Concrete Incorporated. There are three processes involved in order management process. First is the ordering process, second is the scheduling, and the last one is the delivery process. This is our first expected output. For ordering process number 1, it starts in Project QS to quantify all the design mix on the requirement form. Then, proceed to validation and approving of the requirements in PMPIC if it is fit to the available goods. And then, back to Project QS to sign the RMC form, which is to be submitted to MCIQS. The received signed RMC form at MCIQS will be handed over to MDCR and D only if the order design mix is not yet available or if it is a special design. Then, proceed to pricing. However, if it is not special design, then it will proceed to pricing, which is automated to the system to input undesigned RMC form. After that, the PR or purchase receipt creation is automated under Project QS. Then, we'll verify the received documents by the MCIQS. But, if it's need some changes, the Project QS needs to update those documents. After verifying or updating the documents, MCIQS will endorse and identify the MCI outside ratio. Then, proceed to PO or purchase order creation under MCI procurement. They will also issue the PO to Project QS. After the issuance of the PO to Project QS, it will be endorsed to MDC Concreting Engineer for the scheduling of RMC. And they will also generate the prospect WCS. MCI procurement will then validate the generated prospect WCS by looking up by the input data of RMC form, PR, and PO. After the validation, PO together with prospect schedule will submit to MDC Project Concreting Engineer a week before pouring. The Project Concreting Engineer will submit the PO to MCI Central Planning for scheduling. The approval prospect of WCS. Then, scheduling of RMCRS. And last, for batching and delivery is shouldered by the Central Planning. Next process after the ordering is the scheduling process. Scheduling ready-mix concrete will begin with the completion of the three primary requirements, which is the RMC form, PR, and PO, for establishing a project delivery schedule. If one of the three is not accepted or released, an intended method will be followed in the ordering process as per the regular procedure. Following the receipt of these requirements, a prospect weekly concrete schedule or WCS will be generated based on the project requirements that was looked up to build expected schedule that was functioned by the MDC Concreting Engineer to PMPIC for approval and then goes to Concreting Engineer to submit to Central Planning to plan for the effective weekly schedule. After they receive the approved WCS, MCI Central Planning will allocate plans to the schedule to see if they can fulfill all the orders. If the plant is able to accommodate, a confirmation will be sent 3 days prior to the week of transferring the schedule to the production engineer. If the customer has fully confirmed the timetable, it will be changed to high priority, and if not, it will be moved to the least important schedule. Those on the waiting list will be moved to a high priority schedule. and will also be acquired to walk through the same procedure validation after submitting the final WCS to the production engineer. There are times when it is not possible to fulfill all orders, which is why MDC Concrete Incorporated has a partnered supplier that will request the development of the purchase order in MCI procurement to meet the delivery timeline. If the supplier is not a partnered supplier of MCI, an RMC's outsource request form will be prepared and approved for the PO creation. The MCI procurement will provide third-party supplier. Then, CMSG will approve the request orders and will coordinate to MCI central planning, submit to vendor for approval and coordination. Then, MCI procurement will create PO. Also, if the third-party logistics is a partnered supplier, it is directly to creation of PO and issue the PO to third-party supplier. This scheduling procedure concluded with the submission of schedules to the production engineer for delivery for the entire week, which was followed by the batching and delivery. The last process is the delivery of ready-mix concrete, which after the scheduling of ready-mix concrete for the delivery, the QA/QC and concreting engineer will receive the ready-mix concrete product at project site. And once the RMC is arrived in the project site, there are inspection process where field engineer or concreting engineer will check the volume and design mix if correct. And there are also a quality assurance who will check the design mix and the standard of RMC. Once the RMC delivered is all correct, the QA/QC will also receive and post the GR at SAP-MM through scanning the DRR code given to the delivery driver. After the receiving process, field engineer or concreting engineering will guide the RMC truck to the location of pouring.